anytime that we put anything but faith in people, so by that I mean anything less than faith. Faith is completely free of attachment. Faith is completely free of self-interest. It's just having the faith in the absolute nature, the perfect nature of all entities and all phenomena. And anything below that would be personal attachment, would be expectation for outcome, expectation, or say hoping that people will respond to us in a certain way, or that this world will respond to us in a certain way, circumstances. And basically the assumption is that we are here to get something. Now, what's so beautiful to realize, especially if you are one of those wandering souls, and there's more of these than some people realize. I'm talking tens, probably hundreds of millions of wandering souls that came here with an intention, a very clear mission. And especially for those, and since a lot of my audience consists of those people, what's so important to realize is that we did not come to this place to get something, to keep something. You're not going to keep anything. This goes for everyone, but specifically for the wandering soul that is incarnate here with a mission, with an intention to fulfill, to be of service, to help this civilization grow up, wake up, find the means they need to get to a basic state of awakening, a basic level of enlightenment. And so the difficulty is, the challenge is that as we incarnate, we forget about that intention. The veil takes place. The veil covers our true blueprint, our true intention, our true reason for being here. And so we adopt the ways of this world, even though we came here to show it new opportunities, new possibilities. But we forget that. We become, say normal, we become, for lack of a better word, too human in our expectations, in our wants, in our conditioning. And as soon as we realize, usually through practice, and by practice I mean trial and error, engaging with people that we love, the people that we feel we want to be of service to, or the people that we feel we want to get something from, to be consistently disappointed by those attempts, and to have those expectations be consistently denied access, denied fulfillment, and to see through to recognize the temporary nature of any kind of success, any kind of expectation coming true, just the temporary transient nature of that, and that we don't get to keep that. And actually the realization that it's not for us. It's not for us. One of the most profound realizations a human being, especially a wandering soul, but it goes for everyone, can have is the realization that you're not here for you. This is not here for you. Now, if we came to this planet to get something for ourselves and keep something for a long period of time and have our expectations come true and have us be met in a certain way, if we came here for ourselves, we would have picked a different planet. We would have picked a different dimension to incarnate into, in most cases. And what I would love people to realize, what I would love to exude and share is how when we stop being here for ourselves, when we give up on that vanity, on that false expectation, that false idea that we picked up along the way from our environment, from this collective, when we realize that that's never going to happen, it's never going to satisfy us, and in fact it's not why we are here, the result is that we drop all kinds of expectations, any and all kinds of expectations, and we maintain faith in the people. We maintain faith in their highest reality. We maintain faith in what they truly are, but we don't have any hope. We don't have any expectations that need to come true. And so when we stop caring about any kind of outcome, when when there's no more caring, when the caring stops, and I'm going to explain some nuances to this, but when the caring for outcome and caring for other people and how they receive us and how they experience us and what we can get from this world, when that begins to disappear, when we give that up, there's such a peace that becomes available. It's like God reaches in to the crowd and just picks us up and elevates us. And it's like Jiddu Krishnamurti once said, he said, "You want to know my secret?" And this guy is considered to be enlightened. But that's just a word, but just to give you an indication, someone who is supposedly attained self-realization back in the day. One of his statements was, "You want to know my secret? My secret is, I don't care what happens." And when we stop caring what happens, there's such a settling, there's an absence of all expectation. And when there's an absence of all expectation, even though the normal reaction to that statement would be, you don't care. And so we see it, we view it as a negative, but it's actually impossible. It's a divine state of being. Because when we stop trying or believing that we should get something from this world, then all that happens is that God picks us out of the crowd and gives us the bliss of that kingdom, of that inner peace. And now, what results is just a radiation of that peace. It's just a radiating. And we realize we're just here. We chose this to give relentlessly, to give and to give and to give and to have our expectations be burned off, because those are the layers of mud that keep us small, that keep us inherently out of integrity with our higher self, with the divine, with the reason why we're here, with the God state. And so then this peace that becomes available begins to radiate with love and with such a pristine, inexplainable state of perfection begins to radiate. And this is happiness. This is what we're seeking, and we're trying to find it in the world of transitory forms and shapes and sizes and people and games and outcomes. Now, for me, what I've realized for myself, and people can adopt that if they want to, then the question remains, well, but you seem to care. You're all about this mission, right? Enlightened civilization by 2035. Isn't that attachment to outcome? And something to realize is that we don't care for us. We care for those that do not have the capacity currently to understand, to make this choice, to let go of their expectations and to drop into the true state of being. Those are the entities that I call the innocent ones. We are here for the innocent ones, so I care about the outcome for the innocent ones. That's the nature of the compassion that drives my actions and my visions and my projects and my implementations and my work. This is what determines how and why I wake up every day. It is to protect the innocent. And how do you protect the innocent in a world like this? It is to educate them, is to stand up for their rights. And what is their right? Their right is to know how free they are. Their right is to know their true nature, their true potential, and give them the means to make conscious to themselves what they are, what they're capable of, and how to access that. So first rule of the shepherd is, don't want anything from this world. He'll set you free. Then you can be yourself. Then instantly you start communicating with your higher self. It starts communicating to you. Your brain patterns start altering, actually, physically start altering. You start to understand and download what you are here for. And that only increases, that embodiment only increases. You literally become an empty vessel for higher self, for that higher intention, for that divinity to shine forth. It's light, it's brightness, it's wisdom, it's love, it's complexity, it's simplicity. But you gotta let go of this world and what it can offer you, and other people and what they can offer you. Other people can't offer you shit. They will consistently disappoint you in all ways and always. And that's a good thing, because it teaches. At some point, it teaches the entity the realization that there's nothing in this world to be gotten or taken. You're only here to give and learn, give and learn, give and learn,